All right, can pull up with Ghani Community Radio. It is once again that moment that I had spoken about earlier on. Dichiloke ubuntu kokubana namhlanje we are going to be having a special guest in studio in conversation about her journey as a woman in the world of accounting. If you have just joined us and you are a woman, I want to make mention that it is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, and I want to say a happy Women's Day to all the women listening to Vugani Community Radio right now. Your time is 19 minutes after the hour, 1 o'clock. And sinaye ke Asanda Ndlangisa from Ndlangisa Professional Accountants. Masibulise Asanda. Sikwamkele enkqubeni namhlanje. All right. When I met them, you are in the space of accounting, in the world of accounting, and you being in the world of accounting, umntu angafuna uqala mhlawumbe understanding into okubana how did you find your love, your interest, and you're wanting to get into the accounting industry. I know back at school there's a point where at a certain stage you choose subjects and all that, and that might just align. So how did you get into the space of accounting?
Where my case it's different because andingumntu okwazi ukuthetha.
Okay.
Well, othanda ukuthetha. So I've never ever in my entire life thought bana ndingaze ndiqale my business. When ndibona mhlawumbe ngiqale nabanye abantu, but never alone.
Sure.
So nokwami into eyothusayo bana okay, but yaqala kukhona icompany ndandiyisebenzela years ago. Yabo. Some time ago. Ndiyakholwa bana yiyo yafaka olthando kanye yiyo yafaka lento yobana ndizidecide ubana why don't you go solo, because trainer in every way.
Okay.
Yabo. At times the training ayondilula yabo, uyakhala uyathini but indlela trainer ngayo trainer then I feel like at point bana man you can do this. Yabo, ayikho enye indlela okanye ayikho enye room onophinda ukhule ngayo more than lena. And also udibana ke nabantu abadala, because we accounting field ke ineza terminologies difficult yabo kubantu abadala. So olathanda ukubona umuntu omdala okanye umuntu omama omdala ezomane kubuza questions ezithile, ezomane ifuna ucaciselwa, afuna ukuzama break her down ilanto uyayiva. So enye ke yezi zinto eyendeza ewe ke high school, yes I did accounting, kodwa ndangayibona as a first passion because ndandicima zabe psychologist okanye ngizoba yintonto yabo, but because of a lack of knowledge ke ndandicima xa ufunda ezo zinto ezinjalo mhlawumbe uzofumana amagazi, uthetha namagazi, uzofunda amagazi, and I didn't want into edibase negazi. So I thought let me go to field yakwa accounting only to find out ubana ndizabe ndilapha
at this stage.
How many years later? And guys, how many years later?
So many years later. Interesting. I think, and Lindita time we will also drive us to the next aspect I want us to touch on, which is what quick spaces as schools, or like in our communities, our parents, they teach us in the we need to be employed. Like it's like go to school, get a job, find employment. So the transition from employment to going business yenzeka at what stage to make that decision? Because I think psychologically most people, especially singabantu abamnyama, utitshwa into okubana ambo sebenzela omnye umntu, so how did you make when at the transition to say ubana okay, you know what, le nto sebenzela omnye umntu mhlawumbe ayisebenzi okanye manje ndiyotesta this option of going at it from a business level ndindedwa? How did that transition happen?
Oh Lord. Okay, njengoba bendishilo nteqala ukutrainwa on kwi-field noba ngeyiphi ifield ukuyo, it's never easy.
Yes.
Yabo. Ndaba exposed ndaba kwi-field ka-9 to 5 okanye ka-8 to 4 for a period of 8 to 9 years. Yabo. Njengoba ndisholo ke njobana you come to a stage when you reach a stage where ubona nawo bana man, there's more to life than ukunikezwe instructions every time. Not to be wrong, because you have to learn. Step for you to be able to understand even the employees now for you to understand yourself as a leader.
Okay.
So decisions man Asanda, you can do this. There were some izinto zazingekho mnandi at that time, but when you put your faith okanye when you try and test yourself to see ubana how far you can go, at least there's always a room noba ke lena isebenzanga, but at least you've tried.
Okay, sure.
You can always go back to 9 to 5, but eyona nto mna ndayenza bana ndiqale is to see how far I can go, is to see what impact engayenzayo kwi-community yam and also kubantu that are around me at large. Kukungafuni uba satisfied being in a level A1. Sure. Because xa usenza into eyi-1 akho growth, wenza into eyi-1 every day, but you can never be in a space where you say man Asanda khazitheste intoni ethile. And even when you meet with friends zakho ngenxa yobana you're used to do into eyi-1 every day, ufumanisa ubana xa udibana nayo ilanguage ke ngoku ayisadibani because wena was lo debit no-credit qha, yabo bona sebesazi nezinye izinto. So laa nto yoba exposed kwi-field okanye kwi-environment azange wacinga ungaba kuyo okanye engekho-comfortable enough for wena uzibona ubana ungatatsalaza kude kube
Interesting. I think what's powerful about that, it's the growth aspect, it's the hunger for more, it's the wanting to at least, grow and see where you are improving, you are moving levels, to a different stage. Now, getting into business, ifuna isibindi, like, yes, getting into business, ifuna isibindi. And what kind of conversations were you having? Where have you had with yourself to kind of toughen yourself up? This bravery, to have this bravery and this courage to actually, go out and do. So when what caused you and what keeps it going? Because it would also need to be continuously maintained as you go on.
Well, abantu abandaziyo bazawundazi ubana ndingumuntu soft kakhulu, ndinenhliziyo encinci too much, yabo. But once undibeke ekoneni kulapho ndithini kukulapho ndizibona khona nokwambana I can do this.
Okay.
Number 2 is the support of a family yam, abazali bam but anything we come up with okanye anything that we think singabantwana babo, they always support, they give us that support obana ayikho nzima le nto, you can do it ngokuyibona uqoma nkosi yam le, but what no, we are here for you, yabona. So having that support structure both endlini, efamilini, and also